Madeline Shelling, in her happy place, training, grinding and chasing the dream. You see, Maddie is one of the best CrossFit athletes in Aotearoa.
I think it's the centre of my universe. I started CrossFit when I was doing pre-season for rugby, and I just really enjoyed the strength and conditioning and the competitiveness, having come from a background of all sorts of different sports. My friend said, I've started this sport called CrossFit, you're going to absolutely love it. It's right up our alley, and it was.
Now she lives and breathes CrossFit. To be good at it, you got to train hard. A training day can start off with some intense swimming exercises, followed by a tough workout at the gym. She can train up to 4 hours a day. Her coach, Komihana Mitchell, who runs the gym, has seen Maddie's results flourish.
In CrossFit, it's a game of not necessarily being the best at any one thing, but not being bad at anything, you know. So if you're looking at building blocks on a wall, Maddie's is pretty well consistent across the top, where some people have high rises and you know, troughs as well. It's vague of me to say, but she's really just good at the lot.
She's doing so well that she's risen to the top.
What are these?
These are event wins from Nationals.
Yep.
So yeah, CrossFit isn't necessarily about winning all the events, it's about kind of staying as average as you can across all, I think it was 12 events over Nationals, but to have 2 event wins in that comp, that was pretty cool. Last year I came first at New Zealand Nationals, which was really, really exciting. Yeah, after having coming second for the previous 2 years, finally got on the top of that podium.
Now there's just one goal for the athlete and coach, reaching the CrossFit Games.
They are the 0.001%.
CrossFit Games is the holy mecca of our sport. It's where you'll see the fittest people on planet Earth in one setting. And that may be, you know, judicious to say for a lot of people, but it really is. I mean, if you turn up, you see what these people can do. They can run as good as runners, they can swim as good as swimmers, they can lift as good as lifters, and do gymnastics as good as gymnasts. You know, so it's pretty special and impressive what they do. Yeah, so this year in the world, I qualified 31st, and usually it's about 40 individual athletes that get to the games. So I was surrounded on the leaderboard by these massive names, which blew my mind, but it was very exciting because it means that we are so close to qualifying and getting there that, yeah, I can nearly taste it. So hopefully in the next couple of years I can make it there, because that would just be, yeah, the highlight of my career.
How do you dig deep in those comps?
When you feel the burn and when you see someone so close to you, and I don't know, you just want to win. So you kind of reason with yourself in your head, you know, is this going to be worth it? Yes. Am I going to be happy with myself if I don't push right now? And then if I don't, I know I'm not going to be happy, so I'll just push through the pain. But yeah, you've got to have that mental game as well. That's what makes the difference with athletes at the top.
To balance the intensity of being an elite athlete, Maddie studies and also has another passion outside the gym to keep her mentally strong.
This is where I like to spend some time outside of training and student life, just to have a little bit of balance. I'm doing my PhD at the moment in Māori health and food security. Yeah. So looking at the ways that we can enhance Māori kind of traditional ways of gathering food.
Do you think it helps you become a better athlete?
Yeah, definitely having the time out to think when you're not training and just relax a bit is really important to have.
Yeah.
Me and Maddie are friends from university. The last time I saw her, we were in Te Tairāwhiti at her marae.
How's that journey been for you with your culture and your whakapapa and te ao Māori?
It's been a beautiful journey, reconnecting that identity journey. Whenever I see someone else on it, I can just really relate, because, you know, meeting whānau and discovering aunties and nannies who just take you in, and all of a sudden you belong and you're whānau and you have a home, that's really, really special.
Yeah, because that is a part of your profile, I guess, now, is like pushing your taha Māori as well, and trying to inspire young Māori to follow your path.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, especially for people who, like myself, who maybe be fair-skinned or a little bit whakamā to speak te reo in front of other people, or didn't grow up in a kura kaupapa Māori, then just really encouraging them to embrace their Māoritanga and really try to live that out in everything that they do.
I think Ngāti Porou are pretty stoked that you're from Ngāti Porou.
Yeah, I was talking to one of Gisborne's best female athletes, and I said, oh, I'm from Te Araroa up the coast, and she said, oh, tell my team they'd love to claim you, and I was like, yes, please, please claim me.
Ngāti Porou, top athlete, we'll take it. Bragging rights aside, Maddie has to put up with some stick from the public.
Just tell me about, the attitude some people have towards wāhine with quite big muscles and, flexing and all that.
You forget when you go outside of the gym environment that you look different, and you get a few questions, get a few insecure men calling you manly. We get men especially saying, oh, you've got arms like a man, and it's like, well, if you trained as hard as I did, you probably would too. I feel very feminine with muscles and very strong, and yes, it changes your body, but look at the things I can do and look at the things that we can do. Yeah, I don't feel masculine at all.
For Maddie, the goal is reaching the CrossFit Games and inspiring Te Ao Māori.
That's, I think, the more exciting part than getting on the top of the podiums, because it's all about inspiring people into health and fitness and pushing yourself and pushing your boundaries, and especially for young rangatahi, especially wāhine, it's really important to me that they see strong women as role models, especially within CrossFit, where girls have more muscles, which when I was at high school was not a cool thing to have, and now I think it's a really kind of safe, healthy aspiration for young women to have, is to feel physically strong and look physically strong. And I think that to do these competitions is a real positive way that I can kind of show these rangatahi that it's okay to do whatever you love.